Hello everyone, we're going to be talking about Unit 3 now. So Target 1 is about relations and functions. A relation is a connection between an input and an output. Okay? The domain is all possible input values. Okay? And these are going to be our x values. Our range is all possible output values. Output values are going to be our y values. So this is going to be like x comma y. The first coordinate is our input, which is our domain. And then if we plug in x, we get out a y. So that's going to be our output or a member of our range. Okay, and there's several different ways to represent a relation. Okay, we got ordered pairs, table, graph, and a mapping. So you have these ordered pairs here. You've got an x, which is connected to a y. So if I wanted to make a table of these coordinates, an xy table, okay, all I'm going to do is I'm going to redo this ordered pair so that it represents a mapping or represents a table. Okay, so the x coordinate's -2, that gets mapped to -3. -1 gets mapped to 1. 1 is connected to 3. 2 is connected to -2. And 3 is connected to 1. Okay, so that's it as a table. I can also do this as a graph. I could graph these coordinates, -2, -3. Okay, remember this is quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's remember how to graph real quick. Remember the x coordinate, x's are over here, the x is positive, the y is positive. Over here, the x is negative and the y is positive. In quadrant 3, both of them are negative. And in quadrant 4, the x is positive, but the y is negative. Just a quick reminder on coordinate plane. So if I wanted to graph these, -2, -3, I go 2 to the left, because that's my x's, and 3 down, because that's my y. Okay? -1, 1, I go 1 to the left, 1 up. 1, 3, I go 1 to the right, up 3. 2, -2, I go 2 to the right, down 2. And then 3, 1, I go 3 to the right, up 1. All right, so I could plot all of these on a coordinate plane, and this is another representation of a relation. Okay, the last one is a mapping. So a mapping is when I'm going to take the inputs or the domain and put them all in a little circle here, a little oval, -2, -1, 1, 2, and 3. And then I've got my outputs, which is my range, in another oval. So I got -3, 1, 3, -2, and 1. All right, and to map these now, I'm going to say, okay, what does -2 go to? -2 gets mapped to -3. -1 gets mapped to 1. 1 gets mapped to 3. 2 gets mapped to -2. 3 gets mapped to 1. So in that mapping, you can see that they're connected, okay? So these are 4 different representations of relations.